Hey Adam, my name's Craig with Equilibrium Digital, and as I said in my email, I'm going to do a brief SEO audit of your website and your digital presence, as well as a few tips, tricks, and tools that you could start using right now for free. And then lastly, I just wanted to go ahead and go into some things your competitors are doing and just kind of show you the areas you can improve, specifically in the search engine optimization or SEO realm. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So I'm on your website here. I had to Google you specifically, and I'll get into why in a second. But just scrolling through, your website looks pretty good as far as aesthetically. I think there's a few things I would do differently. However, this isn't about what it looks like as much as what it's doing and getting you traffic. So the first thing we actually look at here is going to be it's the content, right? And the amount of content you have. So I use this tool called SEO Quake. You can see right here just some of the stuff it's showing, but what I really want to look at is going to be the page info. So using this tool SEO Quake, what we can see is how many keywords you have on that home page. So showing me right here you have 766 keywords. Now the reason that's important is because Google getting ranked in there has a lot to do with two things: content and then your SEO. So content, they want to see a minimum of about 1,500 words on that homepage. So you have about half of that. Now, it's going to be very important that within that content that you focus on certain things like keywords and linking. But for right now, I just want to show you that you're missing the mark there. So one simple fix and a quick trick that you could do is just about doubling your content. So going back on there and writing more information on that website. So, going in here and actually, writing more in this area specifically, because it is counting these. So you really want to make sure that you're getting in more area right here. Aside from it being able to give you more pull on Google, it's also going to allow your customers to kind of read a little more about your business and see why they would want to employ you. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is the big hitter, and that's going to be, like I said, SEO or search engine optimization. So when we look at this, it's a tool I use called Ahrefs right here. And we can see this is your URL, and I just plug it in and press search, and it shows me everything on the back end or behind the scenes basically of your website. So I can see right here you have a domain rating of 4.5 and a URL rating of 4.1. Those are pretty low. What we like to see is 30s or more. Now your DR is basically the power of your website, and the UR is like the reliability and the trust of your website. You want them to be pretty similar or close, but they're both very low. So you're doing good on them being similar, but you would want these to be in the 20s or more. 30s are ideal. It's a 0 to 100 scale. The only thing you're going to see really high, like in the 80s and more, we're going to be big things such as like Angie's List and stuff, because they have such a huge backlink profile as well as referring domains. But in your scenario, I would want to target, if I were you, about a 20 to 30. If you can get above that, obviously, but that's going to drive what I want to talk about next, which is going to be your traffic. So just looking at this, I can see you only have 8 backlinks and 7 referring domains, and you're looking at only 1 person a month, roughly looking at your website organically. Now, what organic means simply is someone typing into Google. So let me show you what I mean. If I just go here and I type roofing company Cape Coral right there, we can see all these websites that populate, or all these links rather. Now we know Angie's List is not a specific business, neither is GAF or BBB. Yelp also isn't. Now Owens Corning is also not, as I can see it said 46 independent contractors. So the first competitor, right, the first person that is just a business and not a citation area or an area that's going to be like a list of contractors, is this Trademark Roofing. So let's look at their website. Their website is pretty cool. It's got some videos. They've got nice aesthetically pleased photos, some background, but nothing crazy that, you couldn't do, or if you hired someone like me couldn't do. But what we really want to look at is their profile and how are they so high on Google. So I typed them into Ahrefs as well. And we can see they have a 5 DR and a 19 UR. So like I said, that 20 to 30 area is going to be the sweet spot, and they're right in there, right? Now, their DR is pretty low and actually would be really easy to beat if you just increase your backlink profile and your referring domain profile. The 19 UR is pretty good. Your UR is, like I said, the trustworthiness of your backlinks. Now, we can see that that's yielding them about 1,000 clicks a month, which is a ton more than you. I mean, 900 more, right? So let's just keep looking at some of your other competitors. If you look a little farther down, you've got the Trademark Roofing, right? You've got this Affordable Roofing. You've got Roman Roofing. Let's see what their website looks like. Oh, another nice looking website. But again, this isn't about aesthetics, so let's go ahead and I will live plug and play them for you. If we just go ahead, dashboard, boom, plug them in, paste, search. We can see they have a strong DR and a UR. So these are close. They're higher than yours, of course, and they're getting 578 clicks a month. So as you can see, it really pays to invest in this backlinking and referring domain profile. Now, the last thing I want to touch on is going to be keywords. As we can see, they have 1.2 thousand, 428, and you have 1. So what is a keyword? Well, a keyword is literally anything that's typed in this Google search bar. Now, it's not just Google specific, but I like to focus on Google as it is the biggest search engine, but it could be Bing, GoDaddy, DuckDuckGo, any of those. So let's just look at theirs real quick just so you can get an idea of what these are that are bringing in all this traffic. So we're going to just look at the traffic. 102. The volume, though, is 500. 500 people a month are searching for Trademark Roofing. 6,200 for Copper Roof. Roofing Cape Coral, 150. Coral Roofing, 400. Best Tile Roof, 150. So on and so forth. And you can see where they're positioned. 2, 1, 2, 4. That's in Google. They're the second business listed in Google for Trademark Roofing. For Roofing Cape Coral, they're number 2. For that was Copper Roof, sorry. For Roofing Cape Coral, yes, they're still number 2. For the best roofing tile, number 1. For corrugated roof, 1. You can see that they're just killing the game. Now, the higher your keywords are rated in the position, the higher traffic you have that you're going to pull out of this volume. Now, as an extra tidbit, one thing I did want to talk about is you got your Google My Business map. This is going to be strongly derived from citations, so weaker backlinks basically. And you can see these people are on the top. Now, these two are ads. You can see it says ad. They're paying to be up there. But these others are just simply doing their backlinking and their other search engine optimization. So as I can see scrolling through, we haven't even found yours yet, and we would have to go to the second page. 80% of people don't scroll past the first page per Google statistics, so you want to make sure you're on that first page where you're missing a lot of traffic. Now, in this video, we went over quite a bit. Just to touch on it real quick, we talked about how much content you want to have on that homepage. We discussed keywords. We discussed search engine optimization, specifically backlinking, and we kind of looked at the back end of a website's profile and what you need to be doing there to improve your digital marketing. And then lastly, I just showed you some keywords and some things that you would want to include. Remember, those keywords are kind of what you want to have in this content that you would be increasing. Now, I can tell that you guys are a very squared away business based on some of the things I'm seeing. So I have no doubts that you guys can take care of this all on your own. And you can use these tips, tools, and techniques that I showed you today to improve your digital marketing strategies. But if you want a professional and you want any assistance, go ahead and just reach out to me and we can go over your goals and see if we would be a good fit. Once again, my name's Craig, and I work with Equilibrium Digital, LLC, and I can be reached at 813-515-3488. Have a great night.